Hello everyone, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and it is 30 days of sketches time with Christy's Beautiful Life. It is round 12. Oh my gosh, and there is a fun bingo board this month as well to play along with. Today is day 2. I'm hoping this goes up on day 2. I think it will. And today's sketch is by Kathy Price. So I do believe Kathy has an Instagram, so I will leave the link for her Instagram in my description box down below, as well as a link to the playlist for 30 days of sketches and the Facebook group, because Christy puts all the sketches up in her Facebook group. And if you're like me and love sketches, it is a great group to be a part of. You see everyone's take on the sketches, and she runs it really well. So all of the people's individual takes on sketches are just in the comments of those sketches. So it makes it quite easy to navigate through rather than having to look through the feed of the group, which is awesome. Now, Kathy's sketch had this cute little kind of corner detail in the top left. I have decided to interpret that with just a little fold over of my page. I am using the Boho Baby collection from Simple Stories. This was a collection that I did a video on at the end of last month about how I kind of plan to kill my collections and use them up. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to use some of these in 30 days of sketches because I do want to use this collection. So I will. And I've got a few other videos coming from my How to Kill a Kit with Style as well for the month. So you won't just see Boho Baby, I promise, this month. There's a few different collections, coming. Now, I've got 2 photos like in Kathy's sketch. I'm not laying them out quite the same way because my 2 photos are 2 different sizes, as I often do. It's the exact same photo printed twice. Now, I only do this because I'm not sure what size I want to scrap the photo, and then usually I end up using both of them because I don't like to waste, the extra photo I printed by throwing it in the bin. So there's that. Now, I just pulled out some different ephemera pieces. I've kind of gone with the browns and the mustard yellows as the sort of strong colour palette in this collection. It sort of goes with the picture of Addison. She's wearing a little Harry Potter onesie. This is her, I think she was 8 weeks old here. And I pulled out some Flair that I had in my stash, which was yellow, because that's on the bingo board. And I wasn't sure, I don't use Flair very often, and I was gifted these, and I wasn't sure, I couldn't even remember having any, and then I'm like, wait, I do have some. And so, I used the Flair. And then, I'm using a pre-made title for my title, which is the little banner piece that says love you. And so I decided to use that as my little title. I'm getting one of my chipboard frames used, which I'm super pleased with. I love these chipboard frames. I just think they're so cute. I don't use them all the time as frames, but in this case, I sort of am. Well, I'm using half of it as a frame. And then I'm putting the larger photo of Addison on top. I was about to say Lincoln then. Oh my gosh. Addison looks so much like Lincoln when Lincoln was the same age. It's crazy. Like, you look at these photos, I mean, you won't know that. They're my children. But I look at this photo and I think, geez, that could be Lincoln. It really could. Clearly, the genes run strong in my family. So anyway, I'm just layering up. Look, I'm trying to put my embellishments about where Kathy has in her sketch, where the little circles are. So I'm going bottom left, bottom right, and then sort of in the middle of the 2 photos. Now, I'm not doing anything where she's got her banners at the top. I did think about it, but it wasn't going to work for me. So I'm just pretending that part doesn't exist. Oh, and I did distress my edges at the start as well, which is something that's on the bingo board. The bingo board is a bit of just for fun, it's called the Just for Fun bingo, and Christy has made it up for people who like that little extra challenge, and so you can use it whatever way you like. In my last layout, or the layout yesterday, day 1, I did actually get a bingo just on that layout. Now, I don't think I got a bingo this layout. I might have, actually. Maybe I did. I used mixed media. I do my splatters at the end. I did my distressed edges. I used Flair. I've got a pre-made title. Oh, and I added a rainbow. I totally did get a bingo. Woohoo! But the way that I'm using it is to try and tick everything off on the bingo board throughout the month. I'm under no illusion that I will get a bingo every time I create a layout, although I might. You never know. But I think it's unlikely. So I'm just going to do my best, but use the bingo board and try and get everything done. There's a couple on there that are a bit trickier for me. I think numbers might be a bit tricky. And then monochromatic is going to be tricky. I watched a video of Shannon's from She's Crafty the other day, and she was talking about maybe using monochromatic as like, papers that she was using or something being monochromatic, because she's a bit similar to me. She doesn't really do monochromatic layouts. But anyway, we'll see how we go. And then the other one that I might struggle with is sequins. I don't love sequins. I like them. I don't have very many of them. I just always forget to put them on the page. But anyway, that's okay. There was something else that I thought I might struggle with. Vellum. I don't have a lot of vellum. I mean, I've got like plain clear vellum, but I don't have any other sort of coloured vellum or specialty vellum really that I can think of. So we'll see how that one goes. I think they're the main ones. Stamping or stencils is not hard for me. I just forget to do it. So I've got to pull out my stencils and my inks, and I might do some ink blending. That might be a bit of fun. I've got a cut file that I know I'm going to use. But anyway, I think the bingo board is a nice touch. So yeah, I'm just sticking all my bits down. I've nearly finished actually. This layout was very quick to come together. Just trying to add some puffy stickers in, because again, I am trying to use up this collection. So I'm trying to add something from each of the elements onto every one of the layouts that I make, in the hope that I will end up using it up. I do have a lot of ephemera for this collection, so we'll see how we go. And I don't have a hell of a lot of paper. Because I ended up purchasing a bit of extra ephemera because I loved it so much, but then you sort of end up with a bit of an imbalance. But that's okay, because I'll create some mixed media backgrounds or things like that to help me use up the ephemera. We'll see how we go. So anyway, I've just added a few little puffy stickers. I am going to come in with my Vibes from Shimmers in Mustard Seed. It definitely blends in with the background, the mustard seed, but it adds a nice little subtle splatters to the page. Yeah, and then I've almost finished. So as I said, everything will be linked in the description box down below. Lots of people going to be playing along this month. It's always a super popular series to be involved in, and I love sketches, so I try to do as many of them as I can. I am not promising to do all 30. Actually, I think is it 31? 30 days has September, April, June, and November. Nope, only 30. So I don't promise that I'm going to get all 30 layouts done, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to give it a crack. So you'll definitely see a lot more videos from me this month. Here's my close-up of this layout. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see how we go. And yeah, looking forward to it. Thanks, guys. Bye.